What's going on?
What's up, man?
We are live. We are live. We'll wait just a second to see if anybody hops on. But how is Mr. Baysinger doing?
I am doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good.
Living that dad life.
Yep, same here.
Living the dad life. Nah, we've got a good little episode for you all. Hopefully, this is our holiday special, if you want to call it. So,
Mhm.
just want to go ahead and say thank you for joining. I've got my man over here, Baysinger from Baysinger's Disc Golf channel.
Yes, sir.
You wanna let's see. We've got every Sunday like this right now over
Hmm.
on his channel. We do the whole discussion. So next week, make sure you tune in for his stuff. Make sure you're subscribed to our channels and everything. So we're gonna have a good one here. Anything you got to say before we get started?
Um, Not really. Just thanks to everybody who's tuned in. I already see Brent, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but a couple people already tuned in. So
That
thank you
might
all.
be it
Y-
might be one of my buddies I talk to on Facebook sometimes. Maybe King.
Yuta
I can't tell.
Kanea, Yuta Kanea.
Might be King. Um, anyways, this is our episode, our official second episode. Ours,
Right.
ours. So
Yes.
this is episode 2,
Hmm.
and we're gonna get right into it. The holiday wish lists. Make sure you share this too. Make sure you
Hmm.
share. Get this stuff out for us, okay? Let me put this up real quick. Share, 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 share. Oh, and for the audio listeners as well, welcome.
Hmm.
But what we're gonna get into right now is our holiday wish lists, stuff we want to see going on in our communities and the local scenes, anything like that related. Comment below, let us know what you want to see, and we'll get into it. So, do you want me or you to start on this little topic?
I'll say one thing right off the bat. What I want for holidays is for that thumbnail to be a shirt.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Santa
Good little,
Claus hat.
good little plug too. Baysinger's got some merch over on his channel.
Right.
I'm getting merch now. I'm starting it.
Hmm.
Thanks to Baysinger, he pointed me in that direction. But let us know if you want some just fucking around merch. He's got a whole discussion shirt over there. It's pretty
Hmm.
funny. I
Yeah, it
really
says
want one.
miss the putt because that's what we say the most on that podcast. So
Yep. So let us know what you think about that stuff. And just like last week, we'll try to get to some of the comments if we can. But to keep it not crazy long, we'll just point out stuff and kind of move on. But y'all feel free to comment. We want to see all the comments we can get.
hmm.
But I'd say what I'm going to start off with the holiday wish list here is I want another course. Holiday wish list number one at the top. I want some more courses in my area.
Hmm.
It's a little dry. We got one. We're starting, but well, we got
Hmm.
two or three, but one really good one.
Agreed. You got some good. I like the Big Stone course. The AK Fraley. I think it's a good course.
It's a fun one. It's a fun
Hmm.
little course for us. It was a good introduction. I'll say
Yeah.
that. We got Brent, and then, like I said, I think that might be Keen. Yep, that's who it is, King. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun little course. I'm not ashamed of it in any way, but
Hmm.
it's nice to have the the big boy now.
Hmm. Big change from what you're used to for sure.
So we got Brian here. He was asking me a good place. My area is just full of potential. It's just actually getting people to realize why it would be good to have more and more courses because I live right in the middle of just forest and
Hmm.
mountains. So, I mean, we've got trees, tons of land. There's a college here that I've talked to a few times, and it's great. We've got a layout for it, but they are really hard to get to do anything. And then there's
Hmm.
another place about 10 minutes away from the course we got now that has like, I can't remember. It was like over 1,000 acres that the town owned, but it's wild.
Wow.
It's up on the mountain, and it would be really nice. It would almost be like Panther-esque.
Throw your Idlewild in there.
Dude, I want to go see Idlewild. Talking about wish lists.
Yeah. I shot like 20 something over par.
Also, really good.
Yeah, really good. Pretty much the best round. I mean, people were trying to get my autograph after that 20 something over par round, you know.
Let's see, first timer or long time viewer. How we doing tonight? Good,
What's up, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
Need to tell Jeffrey about the shirts. I don't know if you saw that. We've got the official Miss the Putt shirt over on BDGC. So
And here's this one. He knows all about this shirt. I don't know if I can show it.
says
Pekka
cool.
Pekka shirt.
That's great.
Yeah, I can't sell this one.
He said that's mine.
Yeah, I can't sell this one. But yeah. So I mean, that would be the main holiday wish list for me with disc golf is that and that the sport just grow in my area more,
Right.
get more players and everything.
Mhm.
But I don't know. You got anything to add on that? Because I do have like a wish list. If you don't, just start going like wish list courses you've not played.
I do actually, and I'm basically going to mimic pretty much exactly what you said. However, a more specific type of course. So, Morristown, as most, if not all of you know, has four courses. I'd say three of them are almost kind of championship level, and the Kiwanis is shorter, but it's very technical. I think what Morristown honestly needs to help grow the sport, and people may think it's a step backwards for the actual disc golfers already, and I may agree with that as well. But I think we need a complete beginner friendly, family friendly course, something like Borden Park or Rogersville City Park, something that because for me personally, I could see people going out to Kiwanis, which is our shortest course, getting their family going out there, hitting 20 trees on the first hole, where there's, if you look at the hole, there's really not even that many trees in the middle. You know what I mean? But they're going to, obviously, first time disc golfers, highs are off on every throw. So they're going to hit trees on an open hole, and then they're going to get to the more wooded holes, and that could be discouraging. So I think we need, I'll say the same thing. I would love to have another course here in town. I know I'm being selfish with me having so many courses as opposed to what you have, but I think we need, like, that's why I think, like you said, the Big Stone Gap, that AK Fraley, it's perfect. It's family friendly. You know, there's a little bit of water, which could maybe not be the most family friendly part of it, but
Yeah,
most people are not going to worry about that too much.
yeah. It has to be a pretty rough. Most of the time, it has to be a pretty bad shot
Yeah.
to get into the river, but it happens quite
Right.
often. But I mean, they're usually pretty bad shots. So
Mhm.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, mainly, I can't think of one that's in that area that is really like that. Well, yes,
No, I
I've not
mean,
played any of those school courses that y'all go to a lot, but
yeah. Now Union Heights is like that, but the thing with that is it's at a school. They do a lot of ball games there, basketball games. So sometimes they park and they will park right in front of the baskets. They do not care. I mean, I kind of understand it's another sport that goes on there, you know. But uh, there's two baskets that are pretty much two holes that are out of play if they're doing a basketball game there.
oh wow,
So it's like you can go play, and it's already a 9 hole course. So I'm not going to go over there and play 7 holes. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And there's also no tee pads. Signage is in poor shape right now. So I just think, like I said, it would be a step back as far as disc golfers go. But in the long run, it may get more disc golfers into the sport, which is what we all want always.
yeah. Those like little park style courses are really nice. I mean, there's a lot of times I go to courses like that and I just see people I've never seen before playing, and they play all the time. There's a lot of people that play Borden like on their lunch breaks at Eastman.
Hmm.
There's a guy from here that plays disc golf that works at Eastman.
Hmm. I
So
mean, it's a great practice court. I mean, you could go out, you and I could go out and take putters and mid ranges. There's a couple holes there where I actually throw a driver just because I want skip, but I don't necessarily need them. I can still get the three with a putter. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
I just do the driver because I'm trying to two it, obviously.
Tui with
But
the Tui.
to it with the tui. But like Zach Melton goes to boarding all the time. You can see his Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and
Yeah.
he plays boarding a lot. So that shows you right there that those small little courses are very useful.
There's something to say with those type of courses. At certain times, you can go and get stress-free practice.
Exactly.
Just like a lot of like for him, that's going to be practice on for like upshots and
Hmm.
stuff. Whenever he's on big courses or something, it's totally just slow speed practice, which is good.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what I got for I don't know how long with Fraley was basically throwing putters 95% of my shots
Right. Yeah.
for the longest time. But um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I could ask that would have to do with my local community outside of that. It would be in just it would be sweet to get a new course and get the town more involved, and then
Hmm.
just more events and stuff. Like
Hmm.
Stelly, he was asking a minute ago if we asked or if we either of us hosted events. I know
Hmm.
Baysinger has. I don't
Yeah,
know
a
if he
ton.
desires to.
I've hosted. Honestly, I've done. We did a third annual. I'm just gonna start with the third one. We did a Granger Fall Classic. The last one was the third one that we did, and that was we were going to do the fourth one, but that was during the COVID times, and we just never really picked it up after that. And I don't foresee us doing that again. It's a lot of work. We always did like fundraiser style, and it was fun. I mean, people seemed to love it. We always had a good amount. It wasn't a ton of people because we never sanctioned it, but
Yeah.
we had a good amount of people. We had people asking and stuff. But I've done doubles. I've done putting leagues. I've done ace races, par twos, circuit events. Like I've done a lot of events, and I know
Yeah.
you have too.
I've done some. I've probably not done as much as you, but I'm very thankful here lately for the Throwmore people for coming over and
Hmm.
um, having events for me. Because right now, if it was just up to me to have sanctioned events or events in general, just with the having a 6 month old and a 4 year old, is just and the YouTube channel is just
I
that
feel
about
you.
zaps everything
True.
because I do the rounds and stuff here because I do rounds. I do those and those get pretty um, taxing as well, and they're not even near the level of a tournament. So
Right. I hosted doubles for like 3.5 years, almost 4 years as well in Morristown too on Mondays. So, and I'm kind of over that point in my life. I mean, I would like for you and I honestly to get together and do RPM Rapture at some point. That would be
that would
fun.
be cool.
Find a middle ground in between, maybe Warriors or something like that.
And for people that don't know what that is, it's basically kind of like the Prodigy Part 2, or what's the MVP? Is it the Circuit
Circuit, yes.
or something like that? It's basically
Hmm.
that. So you get discs from RPM, and you just play with those discs. I've not done one before, so I think it would be cool.
I've not either. I really, really want to. Me and Noah Osborne were talking about doing one earlier. Can't remember if it was last year or this year, but we talked about it and we just never really got the foot in motion. You know what I mean?
Oh, talk about holiday wish list stuff. I just reminded myself talking about the RPM Rapture stuff. I want RPM baskets.
Yes, they're
Those
sweet, aren't
things
they?
are sick looking.
Yeah,
If nobody has looked those up, what do you know what they're called?
yeah. The Helix.
The Helix. Those
Yeah,
things are
RPM
just
Helix.
so cool looking. They're like a
Yeah,
work of art.
they are.
Whenever you're out there, uh,
They know they're a work of art too. They're pretty expensive. They're one on the higher end,
are
but
they?
they're
I've not
yeah,
checked.
yeah. I mean, but I know they're going to be worth it. You know what I mean? Because you can see that it's great material. I've watched videos of like Simon putting them together and stuff.
Hmm.
and they look super solid. I wish we could get some over here.
Well, I can tell you this: I know veterans and stuff are like almost $500 for a
Yeah,
basket. So I
it's
mean,
around the same, I believe.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if it's close to that. They're just so cool looking. If you
They
haven't
are.
looked them up, go look them up. He said, Jeff, yeah, Stelly said that he was looking into them,
500.
and they were like 500. So
Yeah, I see
yeah, I
that.
mean that's about what you expect for top of the line right
It is,
there.
but I mean, you also got to think, Jeffrey, like 500 is, I mean, it's not that bad. It's pretty comparable to other baskets on the market, but shipping from New Zealand is where you're really going to get hit with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if any United States manufacturers carry, or not manufacturers, but stores like retail stores carry them or not. I don't believe so. I don't think I've ever seen them, but if they ever make their way to the States, yeah, I want one. They got the little disc mate as well, which is like a smaller backyard version.
Oh, okay. I think I have seen that.
Hmm.
I've heard it at least. I
Hmm.
don't know. I'm just gonna build a boat and go over there and pick them up myself instead of
I'll be
paying
waiting.
shipping.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, 3 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, that's definitely that would be on my holiday wish list.
Hmm.
But going off of that kind of topic, one that you were kind of wanting to do is your wish list from your favorite brand. So ours, like we're sponsored with RPM, so we'll
Hmm.
talk kind of like with RPM. But in the comments, let us know what you wish you would see your favorite manufacturer come out with. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a new basket. It could be discs, bags, whatever. We're gonna tell you what we would like to see,
Hmm.
and then y'all just kind of comment down below and let us know what y'all want to see out of your favorite. It doesn't have to be RPM.
Yeah. And I mean, any if you're sponsored, then preferably you're the brand that you're sponsored by. But
Yeah. Oh,
uh,
oh, my computer fritzed out for a minute. Sorry.
yeah, so I thought I was live on Daddy Dep Disc Golf by myself for a minute there. It's kind of scared me. I felt my face was getting red. Yeah,
That was like that first time we streamed over on the whole discussion.
I know you're like
Yeah.
I'm like, and you're just yeah.
No, so,
Jeffrey did ask about have you ever asked RPM to sponsor an event? I actually have talked to him
oh,
a little bit recently. Actually, a couple guys I know. I don't know if these details are out in the open, so I'm not going to say it yet. But there's possibly some events coming up soon in the East Tennessee area. I don't want to shout out too much. I mean, I do because I want to promote the event, but I don't know if it's been announced yet. So we'll get back to that episode. But I did talk to Keith a little bit, and he said for sure he's interested in discussing options. So they're
okay.
RPM's awesome, man. I'm telling you, like I know they help Steve Frank with a lot of stuff as well.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
I
they're
think he just moved to California or something.
I saw something about that. I saw that he was going to. I don't know if he did or not, but Cole Baysinger hit me up about that for sure. Anyway, cool. Will do, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
So,
But
do you want to talk to about your, um, or do you want me to start?
do you have something in mind?
I do.
Specific. Well, I'll let you go first then, and I'll marinate on mine.
Okay. I'm going to say one more thing. I know I'm rambling, but I want to go back a little bit, take a few steps back, and say about me hosting the events earlier. I said it wasn't just me. So some of the people in the comments know it takes more than one person to do this stuff. I mean, I had my crew helping me with the tournaments, the other events. I had the Halo employees, Seth and Adam, Rick, all of them. So we did that collectively. I sounded like I didn't want to talk myself up. I had help with those. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't
but
want to talk
anyway,
too good.
yeah. I don't want to be like I did all of this.
Slow down, Baysinger.
So I wanted to take a step back and shout out the people who did help me with those events as well. So my thing, if I could ask RPM for one thing for Christmas, wink, wink. It wouldn't be for Christmas. I know this, but this is just our hypothetical Christmas wish list thing. I wish RPM would make a super soft plastic or a soft premium plastic. I'll say that. No, I saw your face, Josh. I know what you're talking about. Your Kia is super soft. No, I
Yeah.
wish they would make a more premium Look, there he's got it. He's just gonna show it in my face there. Thanks, guy.
Yeah.
But no, like something like K1 Soft from Castoplast,
Ooh,
or
yeah.
like a gummy soft, good for winter time, uh, kind of plastic. Because I really personally love really soft plastics like that. I felt a few brands out there that got some nice soft plastic. Lone Star Discs has a very nice, I don't know the name of it, but nice soft plastic.
They got
And
one. It's almost like a rubber, like a really soft, like eraser
yeah,
type plastic, and then they've got their glow. Like I've got a glow one that feels like a piece of just like plastic, like that's melted.
yeah. Well, I don't mean something like that. Not like the Divergent discs, like or Vibram floppy, not like that, because
Oh, the
they do
ones that
have the
just fold.
magma. Yeah,
Yeah,
not that. That's not what I'm saying. But like a premium, like Neutron Soft, but a
yeah,
little bit softer, like K1 Soft, like a premium blend, like maybe just call it Atomic Soft or Cosmic Soft.
yeah.
Maybe they could do a different. You know what I mean? And I know that's just not gonna talk them into that, but I would really, yeah. So there you go. It's like a
Flex.
flex
Yeah,
premium, yeah, because I just really love the grip on those. I know it's not the most popular, but there's a huge market out there for softer plastics like that. Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I'm a huge market for it.
same.
I mean, that was one of the things that Prodigy had me for a long time was the feel of their plastic. That 400, it was so gummy. I
Yes.
love being able to work the premium plastic around in my hand and
Hmm.
just dig in. So I like that. I've got like a couple of the soft Envy, like you were talking about the Neutron Envy,
Hmm.
stuff like that. They're great for when it's cold and
Right.
stuff. So
Exactly.
stuff like that. Um, yeah, I could definitely get on with a plastic like that.
Yeah, that would. I mean, that would be my one thing that I would love. Now they do have some softer. I've got a Kahu XG that's super soft. It's very. I think you've
Hmm.
thrown it,
I've
and
got one, I
it's
think, too.
yeah. I mean, they have them, but it's more. I mean, you have to physically feel it to find the soft ones, rather than like with Casoplast, you order a K1 soft
Hmm.
disc. It used to be called K2 plastic, but you order a K1 soft, and you know that what it is right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was something I didn't even know because I'd seen K2 plastic before, but I'd never seen it in person, so I didn't know that that's what it was. Was that K2 is K1 soft?
Yeah,
I didn't
it
know
is.
that.
They renamed it. Now I've heard people say that it's a different blend, but coming from a person who works in a retail store, I remember when they had K2 and then they changed and the emails said we've renamed the K2 plastic. I mean, maybe they did do a little bit of blend difference, but technically it's they just renamed K2
Yeah,
the
I
K1
didn't
soft.
know that. So that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that would be a good plastic for them to get. I mean, they got a lot of plastics anyways, so I mean,
Yes.
having a soft plastic in a premium and in the base is always a positive for me.
Hmm.
Cause I put soft plastics that I can find. So
Hmm.
yeah, definitely into that. So was that your only thing, or did you have another one in mind?
Um, that would be like my number one thing. If I was breaking down to like a disc mold or something like that, I would say something like an 11 speed because I feel like that's where my arm speed's at. I don't think I should be going much over 11 speeds. I can work with Kahu XGs and like the Flippy Run Katares, but they're a little bit out of my arm speed. I mean, no lies to tell here. They're a little bit out of my arm speed, and I have to flex them myself. You know what I mean? If we had like an 11 speed, kind of like a faster Pekka Pekka, kind of like the old run Kiwis
I was gonna
without
say probably like the old run kiwis.
exactly. And so maybe something like that in the future, and I'm sure they'll make. You know what I mean? They'll. I'm sure they'll make something like that in the future.
Do you remember? I can't remember. We played, and I don't remember if we were filming or what. But you did a practice swing, and I said, "Geez!" And then you threw, and I was like, "If you'd have thrown that like you threw your practice shot, it would have went 800 feet." 'Cause
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
your practice swing has a lot of power in it.
Maybe that's what I need to do. Just act like I'm practicing
Yeah,
off the
just let
tee and
go of
just
it
yeah, just
instead.
let go of my practice shot.
Yeah, I was like, that thing has some snap. No,
Uh,
yeah, I would definitely be on that 11 speed train because I feel like my arm speed to get the max out of discs,
mhm.
is probably max 12. I can work like a 13 speed or something, but I enjoy throwing the 11 speed and 12 speeds more than I do the 13 speed for flight. I like that little flip up on a distance driver. I don't have to force
Yeah.
over. So
And
yeah,
it also the rim to me. I've got small hands, so the rim feels much
get
better
little
than a
Burger King hands.
little Burger King. The King hands over here. I mean,
You remember them old commercials?
oh, I remember.
That
I've had several people tell me I was the Burger King king. So
you even got the beard too.
I
If you had the
know.
crown right now,
Hey, my kids are here, but they probably got one in their bedroom somewhere. I don't think I won't make it happen.
that'd be awesome. That'd be the next shirt.
Just me with
Baysinger
my
King.
tiny hands.
Just Photoshop your hands to be really
Yeah.
small. No. So me piggybacking off of that, I know a lot of people I've probably talked to would know what my answer is going to be for RPM on this, and it would be a disc that is between the Pekka Pekka and the Huya,
Oh yeah.
because I have been on a journey, and Stelly has sent me a disc to try out, and it's pretty nice. I haven't got to throw it a whole lot yet, and then I've picked up the Terra here
Hmm.
lately, so that overstable disc that glides.
Okay.
Because the Huya, I like it, but it is just straight up dependable dump,
Yes.
but it's not got a lot of push to it. And I've gotten in a lot of situations in the open where I'm in a weird distance spot to where I was like, I would like to throw a mid. I know I need a fairway because I don't want it to turn over OB or something. And then the only fairways I've had are either too overstable to get there or
Right.
don't have enough glide. So
So you're wanting like a T-bird.
I guess so. I mean, I never threw T-birds a whole lot. I can tell you the disc that lines up with it right now a lot is the Terra.
Okay.
So it's like an 8.5, I think it's right, 8503 or something. So it's almost like on that Firebird side, like number system, but it has a 5 glide. So
Hmm.
it's just barely a step above a volt in
Okay.
stability.
Yeah.
So I can hit it on Annie and it'll kind of flex out and then push, or if I put it on hyzer, it's just going to push, but still just not turn over. It's a really good disc, and it's kind of unique where it's on that 5 glide with those numbers, and it actually, I think those numbers are pretty spot on or pretty close at least,
Hmm.
because it's really hard to actually flip. Like you have to force it over to get it to
Oh,
go
okay.
to the right. Because a volt you can kind of throw and it'll get that like straight and then kind of hyzer out. This one will hyzer, it just doesn't drop to the ground. So
Hmm. What did Jeffrey send you? Was it a Mant Pekka Pekka?
no, it was actually a not a RPM disc. He just sent me I'm gonna say the wrong one. Not a boatman, a long bowman,
Longbone. Okay.
and it seems pretty similar to a Terra. So just something like that that's got stability that will handle a headwind, but it will also push
Hmm.
because it's very specific. So either that, or like you said, I would be on that whole 11 speed, 12 speed driver
Hmm.
that has like a negative two 1.5 or something, or like a negative 2.1 or something flight to
Hmm.
it. Something that's not going to be too flippy, but just fast enough to where you can get a really good and have like a 6 glide.
Yeah.
I
Super
love
glide.
glide. I
Yeah.
love glide. That's why I like the Pekka Pekka and the Peewalk a lot.
Mhm. Have you tried one of those Mant Pekka Pekkas? Because
No,
I
I've
see
not got
Jeffrey
to.
said it as well. I've got one. I've got two.
Oh, thanks.
I may have three.
I'll trade you a purple Kahu XG for it.
Why are you going to do that to me live? Live. I might. Listen, we're going to discuss this later. Later, I might do that.
I'm going to the principal's
He said,
office.
"I'm going talking to the principal." Uh,
That was
since this is a holiday special, you're on the naughty list now, young man.
my wish list is not coming true. Nah, that was an accidental. I accidentally stole that, so don't get too mad.
Yeah, he took my Kahu.
If it
What a
makes
guy.
any difference, I threw the one I got off of Ben into a big water. Never got it back. So.
Wow. I lost 2 discs during that round. Somebody took my glow peka peka also. It's gone.
Oh, when we filmed.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell
Same
you,
day.
it wasn't me. Even though I
Uh,
ended up with the glow peka peka that day too.
oh,
But I
did
told you
you?
about that one.
Did
That one
you?
came from Tanner. Yeah. At
I
the end
bet
of
you
the.
that was mine.
Hey, you told me check the weight, and it wasn't the right weight.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All
You
right.
said
I'll let you buy.
I about chopped the glow one in half the other day, though. I sent you that picture. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was sad. I hit. Don't play Safari if you don't want to accidentally cut your disc in half. I
First
threw a
run
shot.
glow.
What?
Yeah, he's right. The first run glow peka pekas are pretty stable.
I I can't remember, but that might have been what I about chopped in half.
Well,
It
no
was a
wonder it's
glow.
understable.
No, I literally threw a shot and 100 feet away from me. It left my hand, and I said, "Oh no, I ruined it." And then it goes gong and hit a T sign perpendicular to the T sign and
Ooh.
dented the T sign in. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it was bad. I wasn't happy.
Neither was the T sign.
Yeah, no. At least it was one of the courses I helped. I designed the T sign, so
Oh, there you go.
yeah, it's all
He's like, I designed it. I can demolish it.
good. He starts just ripping T signs off and stuff. I hate this place. I always say that when I film there too, because every time I get a camera out, 4,000 cars drive by.
And raccoons walking by deadly.
Yeah, yeah, raccoons and foxes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, mother.
Hey, mother's
He,
here.
I love that he's embraced it.
Yeah,
The
he straight up
my
no
ignorance
offense.
just gave him a new nickname. You're welcome,
I think
mother.
it was great that that's what you went to too. Whenever you
Yeah.
tried to figure out the name, mother of disc golf.
Oh
All right,
goodness.
yeah. So yeah, that would be with I would be with you on the 11 speed or the fairway, the overstable fairway that has tons of glide and push to it. So
Maybe if we talk enough about it, we can get them to release an 11 speed and release it in the soft plastic all at one time.
yeah, and they call them like the Delp Singer.
Just signature Joshua Aaron this.
Yeah, yeah, just like the white heron.
Don't do that.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to me.
But if you don't have anything else to add on that, talking about like your dream stuff for the brands, and like I said, y'all below, if I don't know if anybody's really commented what they want to see from there. I know Keen maybe did, so he said, well, maybe he didn't. I can't remember. I thought I saw somebody did, but let us know what you would like to see from your favorite manufacturers this year. If you had your wish granted by old Santa.
Mm-hmm. Oh Santa. Oh
Santa.
Christopher Kringle.
Oh Chris Kringle.
Yeah, I was looking up also through the comments. I don't see anything that someone said, but
Oh yeah, Staley's trying to bring up the. I don't know. I'm almost scared to talk about the guy.
what happened?
The guy
It was delicious. We'll end it there.
I'll just say this: I saw him not too long ago, and he was carrying a dead fox. So
Maybe he's just Davy Crockett it, doing the whole Davy Crockett
well,
thing.
he
man.
wasn't wearing a raccoon skin hat.
Yet.
Yet. Well, it's rotten now if he ain't made it yet.
Maybe if you ask about a large bag, are you saying from RPM, Jeffrey? Because I know they have the top. What's it called? Tahiti. Tahiti. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Which, if I'm not mistaken, means the small one, the small bag. I heard. I don't know if this is undercover discussion, but I heard that they were actually working on a larger bag and minis as well. I heard,
Oh, that would be sweet.
but it's kind. I think it's they've got so much other stuff going on. You know, I mean, RPN's got kind of. I don't know if you've looked at their Instagram recently, but they're like blowing up right now. They've got like 3,000 something followers on Instagram. I just saw that a few days ago, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
I check their stories all the time. I don't go to the pages often because I just go through my feed, so I hadn't looked to see what their follower
Right. Yeah.
line was at, but that's pretty good. I'm glad they're
Yeah.
getting getting some exposure.
Right. Yeah.
I'm expecting that to go up a little bit more. I think it kind of has helped with people like Oakley and stuff throwing some of the stuff in the states.
Right.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not from the U.S. saying that, but he loves that Kotare.
Right.
Which, hey, he was the one that almost inspired me to start forehanding it.
Oh,
Because I was
okay.
like, I might as well. Because I watched him throw a few forehands with it, and I was like, you know what? That might be the disc I'm looking for my force over forehands or skips
Hmm.
and stuff to get distance. And I can actually throw them pretty far with them because you can just force them over so much.
They're glidey for an overstable disc. They actually are.
They are for my forehands,
Mm.
not my backhands.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's spin rate or what, but that video I did where I reviewed them, I
Yeah.
felt like just like a new disc golfer out there. I'd throw it on it felt like I was throwing a tilt or something. Every time I threw one, it didn't matter the angle. I threw them like 310 feet.
Oh well, that's like my max distance. So nowadays it used to not be, but
No, there's
yeah.
so I've got this one right here. I actually found this one in my yard like 10 minutes or like right before I came inside.
Oh, that's funny because I lost one in your yard last week. So
Oh wow, why didn't you holler at me and tell me you were here?
I just figured I'd get around to the old Delt course.
Well, I tell you what, this thing, if you want to throw this, uh, I would say it probably is 12503
Yeah,
or
they've got some.
124 maybe. This one, that one doesn't have a ton of glide on it. Yard disc, yeah. I thought I'd lost one that day. It was that day I texted you or whatever, and I'd said I was like, I am officially bagging the Katare for
Oh
forehands. I was outside with like 6 of them forehanding,
wow.
but
So well, it's been a week now. So are you still bagging them
yeah, which
for?
I've only played like once, so.
Okay.
I've practiced a couple times out in the yard, but like
Yeah.
not much. So it's been kind of cold here. It was like
Mm.
20 some degrees today.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
rough. Oh, you're higher elevation, so
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty chilly
hmm.
today. I got out and threw. I practiced with those soft Kias again to a little bit. So those are pretty nice. I like them. I like them for backhands and some forehands. So.
Yeah, they get that turn and still dump.
Hmm.
I love that.
Yeah. So, trying to move along here, we're going to talk about another wish that we can do. But this one's going to be kind of a cool one, I think. And this is going to incorporate you all. And you all are going to want to comment about this. And we'll allow across, like, I guess if it's on Facebook, I'll look at comments on there if this is on Facebook, if I can. But I don't know if I actually put this live on Facebook now that I think about it. I might just be on YouTube. Okay, never mind. So
He's like, sorry, Facebook.
yeah, I
You
thought
want
I
me to
put it
check?
on. You can if you want, but
I'll check real quick.
the topic for this is our dream card of who we would like to play with across the board. Doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't have to be a pro disc golfer or anything. It could be anybody. And then the course we would like to play with them at. And what you all need to do is comment your answers to this and also be subscribed to Daddy Up Disc Golf, Baysinger's Disc Golf channel, just so we know y'all are out here supporting us and everything. And we, not on there? Okay.
No.
I didn't think so once I started looking. But we are going to be giving away a disc, or 2 discs on this channel here. Baysinger, I don't know, do you got that disc that you've got close by?
Yes, sir.
So
This is what I have.
Yeah, look at that. It's pretty.
It's cosmic, so
It's a little see through.
yeah. So I'm gonna show you. It's actually a RPM second. So don't hate me for giving away a second. But
Hey,
this was sent
it's
to
free.
me from by RPM straight to me from New Zealand, which I that's nothing special because they all come from New Zealand. But I'm like this is straight from New Zealand. Literally every one of them are. But so it's a second because of this color here, and you can see they kind of
Oh, it's like almost bleached.
marked it. Yeah, but I love it. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I thought it was cool enough. It does say second on the back, so apologize for that, but maybe a little bit of acetone or something could take that off. But I'm giving away this Kotaku Cosmic Kotaku for whatever Josh decides to do for the comments here. So
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna match what Baysinger's doing as well. So if he's got one of those at the shop um, that he works at Halo, I'm gonna get one of those to give away as well. So there will be two winners, and then next week when we go live on the whole discussion, I am assuming you want me to tell people. We will probably be giving away two discs on that channel as well over on
yes,
Baysingers.
correct.
So
Kind of
just
our little Christmassy thank you for
yeah,
the
Christmas thank you for this little startup here.
right.
Yeah,
But you
so
have to be subscribed to both of us to
yeah,
win. So
you got to be subscribed and you got to be watching too. So
yeah,
this and at least for this giveaway, I'm gonna at least give y'all till um, I'll give y'all till Christmas to get your comments in and everything. So that'll be Christmas Day will be the day that we are planning to do the whole discussion. So
right.
comments all the way up till then is when we'll go, and then Basinger will decide on his as well. But
That'll
just
work.
comment that, and then we'll point out. Maybe we'll go through our favorite comments together, and we'll just pick the two that we think are the best.
Hmm.
Since we're giving away two discs, so
I've got an idea.
what's
So
that?
what if we announce the winners on my channel next week,
Hey,
and then we can see you could maybe steal the clip, just the clip section, to share on your channel,
yeah,
and then we can do the same thing. We can start the giveaway on my channel next week, and then on your channel the next week because that gets them involved in both channels, so they have
that'll
to have
work. We can
visited
do
both.
that. Yeah, so we'll go over and we'll pick the winners, and we'll announce over on the whole discussion who's going to be winning. But like we said, you got to be subscribed and you got to leave your comments. And please, 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 have a way to get in contact with us.
Right? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
impossible for us to give something away if you don't if all you have on there is like uh, dad 4 5 6 7, and then you never check the videos again.
I've had that happen before.
I've
Someone
had
won
it
a
happen.
giveaway, and I ended up giving. I think I gave you the disc. Did I not? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, you can't if you can't contact them, you can't contact them. I tried.
I'm gonna tell you what I do too with these. When that happens on my channel now,
Hmm.
if I give away a disc and it goes a month without the person getting back with me or contacting me, I give it away to one of my Patreon members.
Ooh, that's smart. That's kind of what I
There's your
did
little
as well.
perk for
Yeah,
being a patron on the channel is if somebody and it happens a lot.
yeah,
Most of my giveaways I've had to pick or choose somebody like two or three times. And now I'm just overdoing that. Like I did it the first few times. I picked people, then had to pick again, until I got somebody that responded. So now it's just the first person that I pick. If they don't respond back, I'm just doing a Patreon giveaway with it.
right. I did want to ask to clear it up for people watching and then post listeners as well. Should they copy their because these comments here are going in the live chat?
Yeah,
Should they copy those and put them in the actual comment section so it's easier to keep track,
they could
or are you going to go through all of it?
they could probably do that. It would be easier if you want to, but I will probably still check the live chat
Okay.
just to make sure. But if you all do want to be like nice and do that for us on the regular video uh, comments, it will make it a whole lot simpler because y'all usually blow these chats up pretty good. on live. But if you don't, I will at least attempt to go back and look through the live chats to see if anybody commented down. Because I know Master of Disc Golf, I already said Kristen Tatar would
Hmm.
be on his dream card for sure. But
I see Hot Man's got Maple Hill, Conrad, Simon, Tatar, and KJ Nibel. Oh my gosh.
oh wow,
I love that. That's awesome, man. I
that
love
would be.
seeing the shout out for KJ Nibel because not a lot of newer players know who KJ is.
No, I
The
remember
OG KJ.
watching him a bunch of times, like probably 3 years ago or four or something. He
Hmm.
was all over a lot of coverage for a while. He was up there
Yes.
at a lot of the events whenever before. I guess it was right before COVID because they were still
Hmm.
touring in the U.S. But oh yeah, Brent did win one for me a long time ago. Oh
Nice.
yeah, he was one of the people that won because somebody else didn't answer me back, and it was
That's
a
cool.
pretty good one.
I'm
So
gonna start doing that as well. Now, I mean, that's a good idea. I never
I
thought
just
about that.
yeah, I just figure it just since I mean I'm gonna be honest, like I try to do stuff on Patreon, but with my schedule, sometimes it's just I don't get a lot of time to do extra stuff.
Yeah.
So I figure if I can offer that, at least it makes it worth it. And I think almost every patron I have right now has almost gotten a disc sent to them now
That's awesome. That's
because of
cool,
that.
man.
Oh, look at this, dude! Did you see this?
That's all. I don't know how to do it. You got the microphone, do it. You might want to tell the audio listeners what's
Yeah.
going on there.
So, audio listeners, I'm sorry, listeners. We had a comment that said they donate if we do ASMR, so that was for them.
I hope
But
you get a nice donation for that, sir.
yeah, me too. That'd be awesome. Uh, so we'll get into this dream card stuff now. Y'all know what to do. If not, go back and watch this again, and you'll see it. But
Hmm.
do you want to start off, or do you want me to go?
I'll let you.
You want me to go?
I
Okay.
got. Oh, I figured you already had it since you
I
thought of the
honestly
question.
let my brain just go completely blank and not even think about this because I've been thinking about so much other stuff.
Hmm.
But I think dream card for me. There's a lot of people I would choose. I think to play with. I honestly don't really get like starstruck a lot, so it's hard for me to like actually think about. But I think it would be cool. Uh, you know what? This would be funny. I think actually, I want to play with Boat McQuaid, the Pekka Pekka man. Dude, he seems so great. Like I said, this doesn't have to be pros or anything like this. It could be anybody you want to play with. So I want to
Okay.
play with this dude from over in New Zealand. He just only throws Pekka Pekka.
Yeah,
I feel
he's.
like he's like a lost brother or something like that. Uh, and he putts with them and just wears a GoPro and goes nuts. So him be on my card. Who else I think would be cool to play with? Um, I would like to play with Michael Johansson. I think he'd be a chill
Mm,
guy to play with. I've never
yeah.
met him or anything, and he's not far away
Mm-mm.
either. Him, Calvin Heimberg. So that's three. So it'd be a four-person card. So that would be the card I would want to play, and then the course that I would want to play. It's really easy for me to just think of courses I've not played because I've not played a lot.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
you know what? I would want to play um, overseas somewhere because I've never left the country. Do you know any places overseas that's like really
The
nice?
Beast. The
I was sitting
Beast.
there thinking the Beast, so I would
Yeah.
choose the Beast, and it would be Calvin, Michael Johansson, and then Boat McQuaid.
That's. Hey, I love it, man. Boat is awesome. Hey, I actually.
Somebody share that to him so he knows. So maybe he'll come over.
Yeah. Shit, maybe he'll send us to New Zealand.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah. We get Benjamin Billman. He's a
Yeah,
There we go.
I know we probably
Grab
hurt
Jeffrey.
Staley's feelings. Staley can come too.
He'll cut. Yeah,
We'll
just
have a
bring him up.
6-man card.
There you go. That
I
works.
guess we'd have to have 7 if I let you come too.
We got to get Mungo in on there too, though. Mungo's there.
We'll just do it. I just want to play disc golf with New Zealand.
I do too. I would love
Just
to play
with
in New Zealand.
That's my card.
Just
Everybody in New Zealand.
I'm actually gonna, like you said, New Zealand. I want to say New Zealand is where I want to play, but not only for disc golfers. Only for disc golf. Like some of you know, I'm a bird watcher. That's why a lot of the RPM discs appealed to me before I even threw them. So New Zealand has some amazing bird species over there that I would love to see, and then you could play disc golf at the same time. So that would be awesome. As far as 3 people, I didn't even think outside of disc golf. It's funny you say that. Almost want to say Morgan Freeman because he's an amazing human, but I just don't think. I don't know that Morgan Freeman would ever play disc golf. So.
He'd caddy or something. He would
maybe
he could narrate your round.
There we go. We'll just have that. Him and David Attenborough just navigate, just commentate our round.
That'd be great.
So I'm going to say I would like to play around with Paul Ulibarri. To me, he sounds so funny, dude. Like some of the stuff he says is hilarious. I remember on I don't want to go too far on him, but like one of the Joe Mass videos, he was doing commentary for a round that he was actually on, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, they do the next day commentary, and he he grip locked a disc, and they were laughing at him about grip lock it. He's like, I let go. They were like, you let go of that one pretty late. He's like, still haven't let go of it.
I remember.
And that was the next day. I laughed like I rewound that like 4 times to watch that. Like. He seems like he would be hilarious. Oh, it looks like Jeffrey's met him. I've never met him, but he seems so funny.
They're not far.
Right, I know.
Everybody's in Charlotte now. Either Charlotte or Florida. It seems like everybody's moving there.
Yeah, but it's like there's no reason he ever wants to play disc golf with Josh Baysinger. Hey, man, you want to come play with a 38-year-old AM from Morristown, Tennessee? Come on.
To get on Baysinger's disc golf channel.
Where I have a fraction of the subscribers he has. So I'm going to say definitely Uli. He seems like he'd be fun to play with. And probably one of the most chill guys I've seen play with, would be like Luke Humphrey. Seems kind of cool. He seems like he'd be fun to play around with as well.
Yeah, I haven't met him before, but I talked to him on Facebook a while back when I was on the street team because I bought 2 of his putters that had him and
Hoagie
on it. And I got 2 PA3s off of him, and he talked in Messenger exactly how he talked. He's like, yeah, dude, like, oh, yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like, yeah, I got that, everything, man. Yeah, that's just every message was like that, so he seems pretty chill.
He seems fun. And then I would say my last would be probably James Conrad, just because he's so backhand heavy. And I know he throws with a different opposite hand I do, but you could just see, you could learn so much from someone who just plays. Me throwing 99.96% backhands. I would love it. Now 100. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might be completely out now. I just don't want to hurt myself anymore. But yeah, so that would probably be my card. It'd be Uli, Luke Humphreys, and James Conrad. I just realized that's a lot of hair on that card.
It is.
But Barsby. I see Barsby in there. He'd be cool to play around
about
too.
Barsby just because he seems so just like a wild card, just like the party guy almost is what he seems like. It'd just be funny.
I know. The course. Oh my god. Oh, I already said that. Just somewhere in New Zealand. Yeah.
I just want to play disc golf in New Zealand.
Honestly, I don't know that there's. I'm not going to say there's not any because I just haven't done the research, but I'm not sure if there's any like real pristine courses. Maybe some of the guys here in the comments could tell us that, but I would just love to go to New Zealand, disc golf, bird watch, and play some cool people.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, those are good choices. I actually had James Conrad in my head, and I picked Johansson.
Oh, okay.
It was back and forth. It was either one of them two.
Yeah.
I met Conrad, and he was pretty cool. I mean, about the same
Hmm.
He has. I cannot stop laughing every single time I see those James Conrad like lost it again videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite ones, he picks up that stick, swings it, and then looks like somebody caught him and just like throws it from behind his back, like, oh,
Hmm.
whoops. It just cracks me up. I love that
He's
kind of
hila-
stuff.
it's hilarious, man.
I
I,
honestly would like to just go and be around one of those cards one time whenever it's like Calvin and like James and Uli and somebody else, like just to walk with them and listen.
yeah.
Because you see it on video, but you know there's like probably 3 hours of
Oh
audio
yeah.
cut out of it, even though the
Yeah.
video's already an hour long. Because you know they're constantly saying stuff.
True. That's like the video I did with, which it never really got that popular, which makes me very sad. But during COVID times, when people were not touching baskets,
Oh
I
yeah.
did a video for Melton and Dickerson.
Oh yeah, I remember
Did you
watching
ever
that.
watch that? Oh
Yeah,
my
I did.
gosh, man. Their banter back and forth is always hilarious. But that day, man, it was so funny. I laughed like crazy. It was so hard to film and not laugh because, which that was kind of a more casual video. So it wasn't a big deal if I talked and stuff like that. But
Wasn't that at that new course that what's his name was putting in?
yeah, Mark Vickers. But from what I've
But
heard,
those,
he's pulled all those baskets and
yeah.
it's gone.
Well, I remember a while back he was selling them because he said that he could replace them, and I just don't think he's ever done it
Yeah.
because I was actually me and Lorenzo here were actually talking about trying to figure out if we could buy them because that was before we had the course the Ridge put in,
Hmm.
and we were still kind of trying to find a place to put baskets. And he was like, "I saw that guy posting baskets for sale." He's like, "How much do you want?" I was like, "I don't know, but I saw that he was selling those, so I
Yeah.
figured those were gone."
I've heard they are. I really hope that he ends up putting that course in because I don't know if you know where it's at geographically, but it's literally maybe 3 minutes from Harmon.
I was gonna say I thought it was somewhere near Harmon.
It's all you just pass Harmon on that same road. What is it, Snaps Ferry Road, I believe.
Yeah,
You
I think
just
that's right.
pass it, and it's like maybe 3 minutes down there on the left. It might not even be 3 minutes,
If it's
but
anything like Harmon, that's one of my favorite courses ever. So that was
um, I,
good.
I wouldn't say it's like Harmon. It's very wood. It's more like the Harmon back nine,
Back nine.
back nine, the 19 through 27.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Well, some were pretty long, but it looked to be fun. I didn't get to play it, unfortunately. I wanted to play it. They weren't touching the baskets. They were doing like a points thing, uh, and so I never got to play it. But I really wanted to. There's a really funny clip on there if you get a chance to watch that again, where I want to say it was Zach. Somebody threw one and almost hit Jason, who was doing catch cam. Like he had to jump and almost do a split in the air, and it was amazing. He did like this crazy karate move. It was wild.
That's funny. I did that in a video one time at Sugar Hollow. I didn't almost hit it, but Jimmy's brother filmed catch cam for me one time at and was it hole 14, the one that goes uphill across, and there's a road
Yeah.
on the right side, and it was Dylan threw a shot and hit the disc just beamed at Darby, and he's sitting there looking at the GoPro like this, and we're like, "Hey, hey, hey," and he just goes and just spreads his legs, and it just goes between his legs, and the audio on the GoPro was just this. I'm
Just
like, "How did
silence.
you not make a sound?" He was like, "I was trying to watch the disc on the GoPro."
Oh, that's a
And
horrible
he just
decision.
looked right at the last second and just
Oh
spread his
wow.
legs. Didn't make a sound. I was like, that was the best uh, dodge I've ever seen, and the video
Yeah.
was still great.
There's a clip on. I could never do catch cam. I'll say that. I just don't have the eyes for it. It's incredibly difficult. So much props to people who do catch cam, but there's a clip. I can't remember what year it was. I want to say 2018, 2019 at Kiwanis, hole 7. So it's going over that little spot where the pit is there.
Yeah, so it's a backhand for you, just a backhand hyzer,
Yes,
and a forehand
exactly.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. So once again, Jason doing catch cam, and somebody threw. I can't remember who it was, and they threw, and it was like going dead straight at him, right? And Jason's watching the disc, and he's like this, and he keeps like he don't know which way to go because it's going so, and it's hard to tell. And I remember someone, you can hear it in the video, someone, I think it was Zach Johnson. He's like, he's like, you threw it so at him, he didn't know which way to go. It was so funny.
He was dodging with him.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, look at that cattail.
My cat, Desmond, say hi. Put him
Desmond.
out of the way now. Yeah.
Rabbit update. Both of my rabbits can hop out of the cage. I found that out. So.
Oh my gosh.
They can go into the rabbit NBA. They've got some good jumps because that cage is 42.
With Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
like Space Jam.
My cage is 42 inches tall.
That's crazy.
And they can just straight up jump. I walked in there this morning, and they both were just standing at the door, just like, "Hey, I can't eat because my food's in the cage."
For anybody listening or watching that doesn't know, Josh and I are both bunny dads.
Yeah, I'm a new bunny dad, so I'm hopefully not going to have 38 rabbits here soon. Because you never know.
Yeah, we'll find out. Fortunately, mine cannot. They are fixed. So I saw a guy get hit about 400 feet off the tee in a tournament, right above the ear, knocked him out and needed stitches. He DNF'd. I think that last sentence went without saying there, mother. He definitely DNF'd. Like he didn't DNF, he got DNF'd. Like
that's his shirt. That's a new shirt. He DNF'd.
I still want to make a shirt that just says Charlie Davenport.
I sent him that screenshot and he just said, "Ha ha ha! I accidentally hit send."
Oh, that's great.
No, so that's our dream cards there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else to add on that, really, for me.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. I mean, like I said, I don't know what courses there are in New Zealand. I'm the type of person that I just love playing different. I've played I'm trying to break 100 courses before 2024. So that tells you how much I love playing different courses. So I don't really care what course,
Dude, I am not near 100 courses. I can't imagine who's Avery Jenkins and all them that have over 1,000 courses played.
Yeah.
I just can't comprehend that because I've passed them. I have an eye for it now. When we go on vacation or something, I'll be like, that looks like it might be a good place for disc golf. And I was right.
I was right.
There's a disc golf basket there. But I never get to play them because we're traveling. So
yeah,
I never get to.
Well, here's what you got to do in that situation. Amanda, I've made a deal with Amanda that she's a librarian. She loves going to different libraries. So I'm like, anytime we travel, we'll go into a library and I get to play at least 9 holes of disc golf. So find something that your wife likes, and there's a little bit of leverage there, guy.
Maybe. We can see. Oh, Stelly here. Yeah, catching a golf ball with your head is not.
Don't recommend it, honestly.
Sorry to hear that, Stelly.
Yeah.
That's. I've been on a golf course. I almost got hit with one before it came in my golf cart. And I was next to the tee that it came from. So, yeah, it was pretty scary. Those things are fine. Now, I've seen one of my buddies get hit in the leg with one, and that looked like it didn't feel good either.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, so moving on from that, I do have a topic that both of us can answer as well, because we're on the topic of us giving what we think is best or our wish list. So, what are the best base plastics and premium plastics in the wintertime? I have automatic answers, at least for base plastic, but I need to think about your answers before.
Nope. Got it.
Go ahead. Go.
Soft and soft.
Soft and soft and soft.
Magma Soft, RPM's Magma Soft is absolutely one of my favorites. I think it actually has a little bit of rubber blend in there. You know what I mean?
It kind of has the feel to it like that.
Yeah. So, Magma Soft, the Tuies, which I use them all year round, but in the wintertime they're clutch because it doesn't feel like I'm putting with a brick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I would say also, I mean, for a premium plastic, I love softer plastics in the wintertime. It's just you get more grip with them. I love them. Jeffrey mimicked what I said there. I mean, winter best plastic in the winter is Magma Soft. I mean,
Yep.
I love it. I would love to see some more. Like I love like that K1 soft plastic.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I bag 100% RPM, so staying true to that. But I would love to for us to have some sort of soft atomic or soft cosmic anything. You know, soft platinum. Hey, let's do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Platinum plastics are really nice. I do like the
Hmm.
way those look. I've got.
I will say about the platinum though. I'm sorry, I just completely cut
Oh,
you
you're
off there,
good. Go ahead.
but you're talking about the platinum like it's. I really still wish they would put the stamps on the top.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
love.
that is kind of. I know you. I know you like the bird stamps. You just love
Hmm.
the bird stamps. It's cool. I do like seeing just the disc sometimes, but I
Hmm.
do like it would even be cool if they put the regular stamp on the bottom.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or maybe like a little mini. I was talking to a couple guys there the other day about it, and they said it'd be cool to do just like a little mini. I'm not the biggest fan of mini stamps, but if it still kept the bird on there with the
You'd let it
platinum
fly.
plastic, I'll let them buy with that.
I've got one for you. I've got one for you. Okay,
No
so
way.
have you seen like the spin motion art that you can do? Like it's a bunch of pictures, a bunch of mini stamps all the way around the disc, but when you spin it, it has the bird flying.
That's awesome.
That's the disc.
Can you dye that for me?
I could, but there's evidently a program that people use a lot of times for that to put the image in and to get
Hmm.
it in that circular pattern and get it correct. You have to do it right for it to like look right or whatever.
Yeah.
But being on that disc off dyers page, I have seen people use some program for it. So I probably could, but it'd probably take me a lot longer than some other people because I don't know. I'd have to research. It
I'm
would
gonna
be
need
cool
that.
though.
I'm also gonna need you to put Seth's face on another disc for me now.
I almost don't want to. I talked about him. I talked to him about that
Yeah.
um, at that tournament I played at the golf course here lately. How he was on my card, and I
Mm.
was like, I still can't believe that your face on that disc never came back. I said, who wants that
Yeah.
other than Baysinger? He goes,
I
I don't
know.
know. He
That's
says, I
weird.
don't know why anybody else would want that. It literally said Baysinger's disc golf channel and just Seth's
Yeah,
face.
just it was amazing. It was a amazing disc. I wish I still had it because I mean that's one I wouldn't be throwing it, but I would still keep it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I was so sad because I've done some really cool ones too after that, but that one wasn't all that hard really. I can probably do another one. I just have to look back through my files. As long as I still have that on this one, my computer crapped out I used to use, so
mm,
I have to look and see if I still got it. But so I'm with you on the plastic stuff though. Year round, I'm putting the softest base plastic really I can get. I like the Magma Soft, and also outside of RPM, if you're looking for other just if you're just not into RPM or if you're into other stuff but haven't tried RPM yet, I think a really similar blend to RPM is the Exo Soft from Discmania has a really similar feel
hmm.
to it. But I'm with you on wishing RPM had the soft premium
Hmm.
because wintertime it just needs it. But I do think it during the wintertime, if you live anywhere where it snows much at all, just sticking to a base plastic heavy bag
Hmm.
for throwing is good. Even though I don't do that, that would probably be good because as soon as the plastics get wet, it's just miserable to throw
Yeah.
in general. And those premium plastics just seem to feel like they stay wet easier.
Hmm.
So that I love. I mean, it's been so weird to my brain to really like throwing a mid range in base plastic, but I've been throwing it quite a bit.
Awesome.
You saw it.
Now you've
It
got
was
the Magmasoft Coach Q and the Magmasoft Kias. What? Who is this guy?
yeah. I mean, there for a while when I was on Prodigy, I did throw 300. I don't. They wasn't soft. They were just the 300 A3s
Hmm.
for forehands because I was trying to find that touch forehand disc. And then eventually those turned into just my hyzer flip, the weird flights for backhands, to
Hmm.
where I would throw them on backhand lines that I wanted to flip up, and then as soon as they slow down, just
Hmm.
dump out. So I would get these like weird like hyzer flip to turnovers that would then dump out like after like 280 feet. It was really weird. It was real dependable. So I'm wondering if these will end up doing something similar,
Yeah,
or at
they
least the
definitely
lighter
will.
ones will.
Hmm.
So that was something I used to throw too. But yeah, like that Exo Soft. I used to like. I like that and the Magma Soft. I don't think really that Super Soft feels hardly any different than not much. But
Hmm.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones I can think of besides like Soft Electron
I
or
do like Gateway's got that. They used to call it RFF, and they've switched it to um, 4S.
oh, I know nothing about Gateway stuff besides they make a wizard
I
and
wish I didn't. Sorry, that was rude. I, that plastic feels pretty. I think you would like it because it feels very similar to like a Magmasoft.
okay. I mean that was Prodigy. I was putting 300 soft. Those weren't exactly to the level of
No.
softness I wanted. Basically, 300 soft was just like 300 thought about being soft.
Yeah.
it didn't.
Exactly.
It wasn't like a huge difference. When it got cold, maybe you could tell more of a difference.
Yeah.
300 would stay really stiff, and it would still act like a normal 300 would during the heat or
Hmm.
something. That was the biggest difference I think for me on those. But I really prefer like that Exo Soft and the Magma Soft is really nice. Um, I just don't like stiff putters in general ever because I
I
feel
don't
like
either.
they're gonna bounce off the basket like when they
Hmm.
hit the pole or something. But
I do like premium throwing putters,
I
but for
do,
putting, no.
yeah, not yeah. I love premium throwing putters because they last longer, and I throw putters a lot. And you
Hmm.
can get variation in it too because I'll throw baseline and premium.
Hmm.
But like you said, if they had like the soft, like a soft atomic or something in RPM, it would be nice to match something like the soft neutrons for
Hmm.
wintertime. But in general, I'm probably not. My play is a whole lot less aggressive sometimes too if it's super cold
Hmm.
and wet outside. I'm just not really thinking as aggressive, and I'll just power down or something.
I will
And
say, talking about that atomic soft, because I've commented on a few things on the RPM group about like super soft plastics like that, like premium plastics. And Keith replied to me on one of them, and I can't remember his exact words, so I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but he said something about, I think that like they've tried it, like super soft or
uh huh.
soft plastics, and it's came out too soft. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
So he's so maybe it's something that we will see in the future. Maybe it's just something they've just not
just
got fine tuned quite yet. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
trying to find a good blend for it
Right.
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I've seen stuff come out like that before. Didn't they have problems with the tilt or something at one point with that? Like the plastic wasn't acting right and the molds
Hmm.
it kept on like doing something weird.
Yeah. That's why they released it in the base plastic first,
Yeah,
which, yeah, from what I understand at least.
yeah. I know people's gonna disagree
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
with the whole hard putter thing. I just hate the way they feel in my hand. I don't like it's like you were talking about earlier, like it feeling like a brick
Hmm.
or something. When I can't bend it in my hand, it's just it feels like it's gonna come out early. It feels like it's gonna be slick. I
Hmm.
just don't like the way hard plastic putters feel. I've never have. I've always um, my confidence goes down whenever I feel something like that in my hand for putting. So and
Hmm.
putting's all about confidence and comfort.
Yeah, I
To
agree.
me, like it's you can pick up any disc and putt pretty good in general. So it's all mental. So that's me on that.
Right. Yeah.
But I know some of those, like that Strata Otuku that you let me throw that one
Hmm.
time, didn't feel like a regular Strata to me before. Like it felt a little bit softer
Hmm.
and stuff because I've got a Strata Takapu, and it feels a little bit harder than that. And I don't know if that's just from wear.
Yeah, I
Maybe the
think so.
plastic's beat in and stuff, and maybe that makes a difference to it. But I just stick with the Magma.
Uh, th- I,
Magma.
yeah, I think that's definitely what it is because I think I said on the earlier podcast. I don't know if it's here on or online, but I've since taken that Magma Soft one and my old Strata went out and put in the Dave Feldberg one. Just because I think that's cool that he's got a signature Kotaku, but it's not there yet. It's still pretty stiff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's kind of hurt my confidence with that disc a little bit, but I know it will get there. So
You almost lost that disc that day we filmed it.
the which one?
The Strata.
The Dave one?
No, the beat in one because you let me throw it.
Oh yeah, you tried to steal it. He threw it one time, and I
I
saw a
threw it that
little
one. He was like, "Just throw this," and then I
saw a
almost threw
little
it in.
Christmas twinkle in your eye. I saw there,
Yeah,
and you,
yeah. That's definitely a good disc. I like the way that one felt, and now my Magma ones feel like that, but even softer. But they beat up fast, but I want those to be beat up
yeah,
too,
for
because
sure.
I'm not. Like I said, I've talked about it before. I don't throw those to necessarily get the signature flight of that
Hmm.
disc. I throw it to be a straighter version of that disc,
Yeah, that's
something I can get a
exactly
little bit more or more
glide.
distance out of and glide.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I mean that's exactly why I do it bag one as well.
yeah, it helps fill another spot and stuff. So that's why and I ended up actually liking that version of it more than the overstable because I just don't throw overstable discs a ton.
Hmm.
So I would rather throw a hyzer flip that like is easier to throw. So if it's windy, I'll throw the premium version of it. But yeah, that's my things. Now, can we both know without even like practicing this what plastic you never throw when it's
From
50
any,
degrees or below?
never throw when it's 50 degrees or below.
There's one plastic that's 100% you just never throw.
The CE plastic? Is that
Yeah,
what you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you got CE plastic in your bag and it's winter time right now, take it out.
Yeah.
It
We've
is
got
not
an
worth
old
it.
used at Halo right now. We've got an old Banshee, a PFN Banshee, and just holding it. Like I don't even want to hold it because I feel like I'm going to break it in half.
They're just
I was
about to
do
snap.
I was feeling it the other day. I'm like, this feels good. I was like, nope, not
Yeah,
doing that
don't bend
again.
this. Don't bend
Yeah.
it. I know I've got a piece of a Valkyrie that we found somewhere. I just picked it up, put it in my bag, and I just found it the other day in an old bag. It's just the flight plate of an old CE Valkyrie. I was just like,
Wow.
oh my god. My buddy years ago, probably been 4 years ago, bought a CE Valkyrie, and the very first round is Brent Baker. Went over to Sugar Hollow and on hole one hit the tree right off of hole one, and it exploded into about 1,000
Oh,
pieces. He
that's
sent me
terrible.
the video of them looking for the biggest piece so he could play
Looking for the
the whole.
biggest.
I was like, "Why did you do that?" He had just bought it online for like $50 or something. And his first throw, it exploded. I was like,
Now,
"I'm
some of
never
that
getting one
old,
of those."
no, no, gosh, no. But I don't know if you know this or not, but some of the old, like Discraft Z line stuff,
Hmm.
like some of that stuff feels almost identical. And I've never heard for it to break like CE plastic. Maybe it does, and I've just not heard it because, a lot more people, well, maybe not now, but there's a lot more people throwing the older end of a disc than the
Yeah,
people are throwing Discraft or throwing the new Discraft. You know what I mean? Does that
yeah,
make sense?
yeah. They're not
Most of
throwing
them,
old school.
right?
They're
So,
not. They're not Johansson
right,
walking
yeah,
around throwing with the
the
old stuff.
67-year-old purple banger GT.
Yeah, that it goes in.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've broken just a handful of discs, and one I broke like three of the same mold, and that's what made me stop throwing it. It was back whenever I threw Novas.
Hmm.
I thought a Nova was really nice just for like learning to throw putters, and I threw them a lot, and then I broke three in like a week in the middle of like the summer.
Wow.
Wasn't even cold. I was just like, okay, I'm not throwing these anymore because I
Wow.
just lost my entire stash. They kept on snapping. I broke one in Florida when it was like 80 degrees,
It's
and then
terrible.
one at Fraley on a tree. I was just like, man, this is just a. I don't like it anymore.
I can't do the Novas, man. I threw. Do you know Sherry that owns Patriot Disc Golf?
Yeah,
So I played around with them a long time ago, and she was bagging a Nova, and she's like, "Let me throw it." It flew amazing. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It flew dead straight, exactly what I wanted. So I bought one. Didn't fly like that. So then when we got some BDGC stamped Innova, and we got some Novas, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about to bag this Nova with my cruise face on it." You know what I mean? And I tried to bag it, and I hated it. It did not fly like that original one. So I don't know if it's just inconsistency, or maybe I just had a great throw with it that day, and
maybe
you know what I mean. Like, but
they
I
were
ended up
weird.
giving that thing away for free. I gave it to Tom Stanton. I was like, "Here, take it. Get it away from me."
They're a weird disc, kind of, because they're one of those ones that you can. They're like, it really was really similar to like a Luna in the way that it was
Hmm.
angle of release is what made it like dictated its flight. Like you could throw it on hyzer, it would hyzer. If you threw it flat, it went flat. If you threw it on ante, it held the ante. Like they don't stray from that. So
Agreed.
that's why
Yeah.
it was good for like teaching you whether you roll over on a disc or
Hmm.
something. Because when you do that, it's gonna do that. It's gonna roll over. It's not gonna fight out. So it was a weird disc because sometimes if you throw like a hyzer one throw and then flat the next, it's
Hmm.
going to be like a very big difference in what your
Yeah.
flight was. So, yeah, I think I actually played with Jerry at your tournament
Hmm.
at Cherokee, and he had just got a Nova and was testing it. It was like orange and black or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I ended up playing really bad that round, but I
That's
played on his card. I was like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm playing with Jerry." That was
cool.
before I did like YouTube or anything, but I think I was
Yeah.
talking to you some, and I was like, "Oh, I'm playing with Jerry off of BDGC. That's pretty cool."
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know if you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
"Oh no, go ahead. What'd you say?"
I don't know if you saw in the comments here, but Jeffrey and Mother both said neither of them was seeing a busted Z. So I know they feel the same, but
Oh,
maybe they just had that little bit extra durability that CE didn't have.
maybe. I don't know what it is with that CE though, but some of them I've seen people have them like deteriorate
Yeah,
just like like sitting on a shelf. They've been around. Like you pick it up and then it just goes
just comes
and
apart.
pulls
Yeah,
apart. It's that plastic uh, degrades and loses something over time. But
it's weird.
yeah, I don't know. I was telling somebody it doesn't have anything to do with this. I was telling somebody I was like, I don't really know how me and Baysinger became friends. I think I messaged him and then just started talking.
I don't know. I'm not really not sure. I'm sure something like that. You know what I mean?
And I'm
Like,
pretty sure
yeah,
I remember I was watching your channel and I was like, I might have sent you a message about something and then you replied. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He messaged back and then he talked something. And then at some point it just ended up like you came and played or something like that.
you
Or I came to your tournament or something.
you forced your way into my life,
Hey,
and now look at that happy thumbnail.
you got to know. Yeah, look,
Yes,
let me tell you about my best friend.
that's great. Well, you're demonetized now after that.
Oh, well. Hey, you know,
I'm joking.
it's what happens.
If you're that good of a,
Sacrifices for the friendships.
there you go. Oh,
Heart.
I'm
No,
gonna scroll back sometime and see what your first message to me was.
God, I don't know what it was. I feel like
It was,
I
you
feel
know what
like
it probably was? It was probably my name's Joshua Aaron as well.
No, I remember the day I found out your middle name though.
Do you really?
Yeah,
That's
it was
funny.
when I called you about you paying for those shirts at my work,
Oh, okay.
and
That's
you
funny.
said Joshua A or something for like your credit card, and I said,
Yeah.
please don't tell me you're a Joshua Aaron as well. And you said, yeah, I assume you are.
Maybe this would be a perfect time to say calling all Joshua Aaron's for our
Yeah,
doubles team in the future.
we do need a doubles team field. Well, it wouldn't be
Hmm.
a doubles team.
Yeah,
We need a full team.
yeah,
We need a full team of Joshua Aaron's and then one guy that's like named George
or Aaron Joshua.
or Aaron Joshua. Well, we could do that. Yeah, put it backwards.
Yeah,
But yeah, we want a whole
you
disc
said
golf team
George.
that's only. Yeah, I always like stuff like that.
We're all named Joshua Aaron except for this guy.
Yeah, there's this guy, George over here. We had to fill a spot.
We just get somebody that's really high rated. Like we're all Joshua Aaron. Turns out there's no Joshua Aarons that are 1,000 rated. So
Yeah.
here's Donnie or
Here's
something. You
Bill.
know what I mean? Here's Bill. Did you see that post Bill Murray showed? Or
Uh-uh.
I don't know if it was like Photoshop, but I saw a thing that it's like it said Bill Murray said disc golfers be like, and there's something about like buying the same disc over the like over and over with a different stamp. I don't know.
I'm
I
not
don't. It
saying
might
that.
have been photoshopped, but it said it was like Bill Murray said it. I don't know. Maybe
Pretty funny.
someone
I can
knows.
see Bill Murray being a disc golfer with the way he
Oh yeah,
is with his acting and just his I don't know the way he carries himself. It would seem like he would fit in with a group of disc golfers that just like to bust each other's balls and just be
it'd be
stupid.
funny.
Yeah, I think he would fit as a disc golfer. What's that go? The comedian, the Burt Kreischer
Hmm.
guy. He definitely. It was quite funny watching him do that interview. I don't know if you ever watched it where he did the interview with Trevor Staub about on their foundation channel. He did an interview with them, and he was like, "They're like, I'm not 100% sure, like your level of knowledge on disc golf." And he goes, the bottom. He's like, I just go play. He's like, I don't know what Heiser is or Anheuser. He's like, I just go play.
That's funny.
It was pretty funny to see him on that podcast, but I think that's pretty funny
Hmm.
seeing him out there throwing. But he's doing a lot of stuff, or was at least, like putting on events and stuff in like stadiums.
Really? Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
like
that.
where he was doing anywhere that he would do like a show, he would let like have like a almost how Dynamic Discs does like stuff. Like they would set like some baskets up and play in like the baseball stadium or something like that. Like
Mhm.
I follow him on Instagram and saw him doing that stuff all the time. I don't know like how public it was, but he would be like in the stands and stuff throwing and stuff, and they'd be out there just having a blast.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But is there anything else really that you wanted to talk about other than we got a new sponsored player on RPM. Oh, Drew Gibson. If you hadn't seen the announcement, Drew Gibson is now sponsored with RPM.
Yeah,
That's
he
basically.
has one of these here.
Yep. He's
I was trying to
calling
get
it
it focused.
the White Heron.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're doing a special stamp or something.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
felt kind of funny about the situation that he didn't. I mean, I know I don't. I live in Tennessee, so obviously I'm not going to pronounce all these names right. But at least I took the time to try. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say about that situation.
I attempt it. I have all intentions of looking up how to say the words, and then I forget.
Hmm. Which technically, this bird, the kotuku, is we over here in the States call it a great egret. But one of the names for it, they're well, you may not know this. A lot of birds have different names, but one of them they do call the white heron is a name for it. So in some places they do call it a white heron,
Hmm.
and I think in New Zealand they do. So I guess that was easier for him than taking 2 minutes to learn the name of the disc. Sorry,
And
that's my hot. That's my hot
Baysinger's
take.
hot take.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, I'm big for trying to help the people that help me out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just would have liked to seen him at least try. Like in the video, like I sent it to you. Like I told you, I hadn't watched it when I
Yeah.
sent you the link because I was like, eh. But
Man.
I did eventually watch it. You know what I mean? Later,
Yeah.
and he's like, it's the took, and he was starting it with a T, and I'm like, not even close. First of all, it starts with a K. You know what I mean? But I don't
Yeah.
know. So maybe they do like a white heron stamp.
Stamp.
You know what I mean?
I think
So
I think we need to try to get Keith and them to let us do a special stamp, and it has just your face on it, and it just says it's pronounced Kodaku, and have the pronunciation straight out.
look
And
at
just
Jeffrey.
yeah.
Oh,
Je
that's
ne sais
great.
quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. I don't know. I mean, I know that's. I mean, it's cool. You know, I mean, it should get more. I just feel like people are going to want to look up what he's throwing because he throws very good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he's a good player. And like if they type in RPM discs white heron right now, absolutely nobody's going to find anything because there's not one right now. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
mean
mean?
that is true. It's not going to give them like they're going to have to do more searching to find out what disc that is.
Right. I mean, in a few days there'll probably be some stuff up, you know, where people are sharing it and everything and saying the white heron. But to me, I mean, and the disc that he showed off in the video as well didn't even. Well, he
Have
did
the
show
stamp
a
on it.
stamp, yeah, but it was the Rose for Change, which that's really cool too. That's cool
Yeah.
that it's supporting them as well. But I don't know. I would have just liked to seen a little more effort in helping RPM out with that as well. You know what I mean?
You know, I honestly was not surprised in seeing that
I
because
was,
of
yeah,
after him being over what was it, the Australian
hmm
championships or
yeah. He
whatever.
played with Jackson.
Yeah, he played on that, and I watched those rounds, and I I was sitting there like halfway in the back of my mind, like he's walking around probably, and he's the biggest player out there
Hmm
with all those other players out there. I was like, I'm not saying I was thinking he was going to like come out with like a collab, but I was not surprised to think that that would be a possibility
Yeah,
with him being out there and no other players. Pretty much, it didn't seem like from the states really over there. He
yeah.
either had a reason to be traveling and touching elbows with them.
He had to go get that white heron.
Yeah, because he destroyed everybody over
He
there.
did.
So
Yeah,
I'm assuming at that point in time was whenever they were kind of talking. I would say
yeah.
they
Oh
were
yeah. I
having
mean,
him over there for that,
mhm.
maybe.
That's what I thought as well. And I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to shout out also Marley in the comments. What's up, Marley?
Oh yeah.
Um, I don't know if you knew this, but I got Derek Skull from Gatekeeper Media in touch with Keith, and they did some Gatekeeper Media stamped. I've not seen it yet. Derek said he's got me some stuff. I'm kind of eagerly waiting. I don't want to. I don't want to like poke him and be like, "Hey, bro, are you going to send me this or what?" You know what I mean? But he said he's going to send me some stuff because I got him. So they got something Gatekeeper Media RPM. So that's kind of cool too. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see.
just tell him to send it to Joshua Aaron,
Yes,
the
the
wrong
wrong
one,
Joshua Aaron.
or the
Scott,
wrong
hey
one.
Jeffrey, I can do a little. I don't know if I should honestly, but the Scott Stokely thing in New Zealand right now. I'll say this: I've been
Oh,
told because I think I talked about on last week's podcast. Scott's a friend of mine, and I've been around him quite a bit. But he throws the P Waka Waka. That's all I'm going to say.
dude, he's on every brand right now. I feel like
Yeah.
just like he's kind of. I don't know. He seems like a cool one. I know he's
hmm
probably. I don't know why you didn't put him on your dream card. Probably because you played with him.
I have. Yeah.
That's
He
funny.
he
Like, all
slept
right,
on
I
my
had enough
couch
of
right
you.
there. Yeah. Yeah. He's. It's funny. He's actually last time he was in town. Like he's like, hey, can I take you and your family out for ice cream? And I was like, yes. So my daughters have
Yes.
actually ate ice cream with Scott Stokely. That's kind
No,
of a
I've
cool
not.
cool thing that they'll, you know, when they grow up, it'll be kind of cool for them to say. So
I need some notification next time. I want ice cream with
Okay.
Scott Stokely.
I'll be like, hey Scott, can you wait till my friend comes down from Virginia for
It's
ice
not
cream?
like it's that far. I could drive it. I've
Dude,
done as
ice
many.
cream will melt in 22 minutes. You're talking about an hour drive.
Listen, ice cream was just like code for like I want to play around with Scott Stokely.
And then get ice cream after.
Yeah, then we can go and get ice cream later.
Oh, I'm a horrible friend because actually the last round I played with him was I played some with him at Kingsport, but I played with him in Virginia at Sugar Hollow.
Oh God! Well, that's still about as far as me going
Yeah,
to
that's true. Yeah,
Morristown.
yeah. But I did
Not
play
that
a little
far.
bit with him at Warriors.
He
Oops.
should fix your forehand.
He should fix my whole knee. Like,
My whole me.
I'm just terrible disc golfer.
Hey, you get the job done.
I'm
You
I'm
provide
good.
content for a ton of people.
That's my main gig, man. I love being able to show off. I like showing off different courses. That's my thing. You know what I mean?
I would like to do that. I just hardly ever get to travel to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start like green screening your videos with my face and be like, yeah. So this is the hole that I played.
Just rip my videos and do commentary over them and put them
Everybody
up on
else
your
does,
channel.
right?
Gosh, man.
Hot topic. Baysinger's face just turned red.
Listen, I've been starting to use the new neat little feature on YouTube where you can click beside a video and say, do not recommend this channel for me.
I've not seen this.
Yeah, it's sweet. So I recommend to all the people in the comments here, all these channels that are just stealing other people's content, do that little don't recommend this channel for me because it's pretty pathetic. You know, I mean, Josh and I and other content creators work hard on the stuff we do, and then people take it.
Yeah, I've had my opinion on this before. Even I was anywhere close to being, I think, 1,000 subscribers. I started seeing these channels pop up to where it's just literally just clips from every YouTube channel,
Yeah,
just of popular shots or stuff going on, and they're pulling like 50,000 views,
yeah,
and then like the original videos are getting not a fraction
yeah. I hate it, man.
sometimes. And I was just like, why? I don't know why this is allowed, and a lot of them just don't even ask. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's what happened with you.
yeah, yeah. Like for
That
those
guy
of you
got
that don't
spammed
know,
too.
yeah, like someone I won't. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to give them any extra. You know what I mean? Put their name out there, but and the funny thing was when I reported them and started sharing stuff about them ripping my footage of Dickerson's Ace, their reply was, "Well, I didn't see you ask me to take it down." I'm like, "I didn't see you ask me to use it." So
Yeah, I mean,
you
it
know
goes
what?
both ways.
Why should I have to reach out and ask someone when
To
they
give
didn't
me,
reach out? Yeah, you know,
yeah,
it's pathetic.
no, no. I mean, that's the whole just dodge and swerve type of thing is not take responsibility for it. The door swings both ways.
Exactly.
You never
Yeah.
know if what somebody might. It's more than likely it's just like I'm gonna. That's either being ignorant or uh, being afraid that you're gonna be told no, so they just do it anyways.
True.
It's
Yeah.
easier to ask for forgiveness is what a lot of
Yeah.
people like to say than it is. But on that kind of stuff, I've got to say there's probably not going to be a lot of forgiveness.
He is not forgiven.
I will say this: the channel is still relevant right now too, from what I've seen. So
Well, that's unfortunate.
it's around. I've seen it. So
Yeah. I don't know because I have since made sure that YouTube does not show me that channel.
and punched them in the face.
I don't know. I just hate to see especially these guys. You know, Joe Mez, Gatekeeper, GK Pro. All these guys are out there, and there's some that are Ace Run Pro. All these guys are out there constantly working their butts off, and you know how hard it is. Like just for stuff that we do, I've done tournament covers before, and just getting all that lined up and doing commentary and getting a catch cam person. Like almost all of my videos are different catch cam people because it's hard to find someone.
Yeah,
And just to know what work and I only did it a few times. I did it 4 years tournament coverage.
Mm-hmm.
So to see them, that's their main gig, and they're doing that all the time. It just hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because, like I said, I talked to Derek from Gatekeeper Media, and he's like going to send me some discs. I've like sent him some disc golf DVDs before, and he sent me stuff, and like they're super cool people, and they're just people just stealing their content. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That stuff sucks. Well, to end on a higher note, because it is a holiday special,
Yeah.
please do remember the giveaway.
Hmm.
Share this stuff around because definitely we want to get as many people as we can involved in this podcast and everything. And then also, please make sure you're sharing these out, and it'll help us out and it'll help you out. I always like saying that. But
Right.
remember, tell us your dream card in the comments and the course that you would like to play with them if you haven't already. And then you've got to be subscribed to my channel and Baysinger's channel. Um, that's for you all. That's our gifts.
Hmm.
And like we said, we're going to be doing it next week, and the announcement will be next week on Baysinger's channel.
Hmm. Now, if something does end up happening and we're not able to make it next week, because next week will be Christmas, so we'll see. Some plans may change. We're not 100% sure yet, but we will definitely do the giveaway for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's all we got, really. I mean,
Hmm.
we went pretty long. Again, always. So we'll be putting this up on Spotify and Apple for audio only. I'll probably cut some out to make sure it fits in my time I can upload. But
Hmm.
I appreciate all y'all, and this will probably be the last one this year. I don't remember. I don't know when New Year's is.
Let me look at this little calendar
Yeah, I'm not sure
thing
if this
here
is the
on
last episode of 2022 or not.
ooh, let's see. Yes, it will be because the next one would be on the first.
Okay. So 23rd. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not even in the right. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, the first will be the first
Yep.
episode in 2023. So
Cool.
yeah, this is the final episode of 2022. It's funny because we're only technically 3 episodes in,
We've
but
come so far.
we've come so far.
2.5 episodes
Two and
in.
a half episodes, yeah. Yeah, we appreciate you all for joining us.
Absolutely.
Like always, besides your comments with for the giveaway, tell us some stuff you want to hear us talk about. We're getting into the dry part of the season, so a lot of activities not been going on here recently. So any
Hmm.
podcast type material you want to hear, let
Hmm.
us know. Um, who knows? We could come up with something where we're just doing it on live and reacting to something, or
That'd be cool.
just constantly. We're just constantly searching for content.
Maybe we should react to ripped videos.
I honestly think we should react to some of our first videos at some point.
That'd be cool. I'm
Yeah,
down.
because I know mine's pretty cringe. So,
Listen, I don't want to talk about it with my hair and goatee.
oh gosh, you goatee, man. Though, like that picture I sent of you the other day with that long hair.
My first video on my channel is me getting a 120-foot ace, Cubby style ace with it like a destroyer. So that's fun.
When those videos are happening, you know it's been a good day. Is
Hmm.
whenever you're acing one of the shortest holes on a course with a high speed driver, it means you've emptied your bag a
Yeah.
few times. That's at least from my experience. But yeah, that's
Oh,
all I've got. Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Final
Just once again, always thank to everybody. Thank. I just said thank.
thank.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in live here, and appreciate Josh you having me on. Make sure you subscribe to Joshua Delp here on this on the YouTube.
Yeah, and make sure you subscribe to Joshua Baysinger on the
Thank you.
YouTube here as well.
Thank you,
Always,
sir.
it's really cool that we finally got a podcast. We talked about a podcast for a while before we
Yeah, we
started,
did
so it's really cool to see it come to life. So
for sure.
let's make it grow.
And
That's
you
all
in the
we got.
comments are keeping us wanting to do it. So thank you all
Yeah.
so much.
Even though we don't get to shout you out as much anymore, like as we did the first time, we still appreciate it. We read them.
Hmm.
We're
Absolutely.
scrolling the whole time reading them and stuff. So, yeah, that's all we got. We appreciate it. Till
Thank
next
you
time,
all.
guys. Peace.